Hi friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I am excited you're here with me today. I'm using a brand new stamp set from Picket Fence Studio today. This is illustrated by my friend Kelly Taylor, and we're going to get into all of that. I want to warn you during the coloring of this video, if you are prone to seizures, there is some lighting issues that happen that were beyond my control because clouds were moving in the sky, but when you speed the video up, it makes the lighting go a little bit wonky. So if you're prone to seizures or anything like that, you may want to skip the coloring portion of this video or just not watch it while that's happening. Okay, we're inking up with Hero Arts Intensified Black ink, and we're going to stamp this down, and then we're going to ink it up one more time and stamp it again. This video is predominantly going to be story time. So if you are brand new to my channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I often do videos where I share about my life or about other things that are happening that maybe aren't related to the instructions of the card. This card is a perfect example of a card I would do for story time because there's just lots of coloring and kind of things that I'm not going to, give you verbatim instruction on. So one of the reasons I loved Kelly Taylor right from the get-go is because she used to do cards and do story time. And that was something I did as well. Of course, she didn't know that, and I didn't know that about her at the time. But I think it just resonated with me because I noticed that a lot of times when people were making cards on videos, I would kind of get bored because you can only say add dimensional or add foam tape or, adhere this here or there. So unless you're providing very specific instruction for something, sometimes you just need filler discussion to still get to watch somebody craft and create, but maybe you want to hear something different. So that's how my channel is a little different, and Kelly's channel is a little different that way as well. If you have never checked out Kelly Taylor, I highly recommend you visit her. If you do, leave her a comment and let her know that I sent you. It just makes me happy when I find out that people who watch me watch her too. So I've actually learned a lot of my Copic coloring from her. That is predominantly what Kelly Taylor does. I mix it up. I do fun fold cards, but I love coloring. And so when I started my Copic coloring journey, I really focused on learning from those in the industry that I enjoyed their coloring style. Not everybody's coloring style is the same. And so the two that stood out for me were Kelly Taylor and Sandy Allnock. I will link to both of them below this video. Sandy Allnock has kind of gone in the direction of like fine art, but she still has some Copic stuff, and she has excellent Copic marker classes on her blog. Now, Kelly has gone from being a full-time dispatcher, emergency dispatcher, to being a part-time card maker, to being a full-time card maker and illustrator. She is like life goals for people in the card making industry. To be able to become an illustrator would be a dream come true. I don't have Kelly's talent when it comes to drawing and illustrating, so I don't think that's a path I'll ever necessarily take. But part of the reason I'm making this card today is actually like to talk about dreams. So let's talk about the card really quick. Here I cut out a arch from, I think I used Spellbinders or Hero Arts arches. I don't know which. It's linked in the description below the video. There's a supply list. You can click there. I threw on some ink from Pink Fresh that I just left very muddy. I did that on purpose because I want it to look like clouds. Here I am going to glue this arch to a piece of window sheet or acetate sheet. You can just save your packaging from things like stamps and then clean it off using alcohol, or you can buy acetate sheets. I did link to some below the video. There's some available at Simon Says Stamp. They have lots of options, so I linked to some acetate sheets if you don't have any. Pear Blossom Press also sells acetate sheets already cut down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so here I'm just going to adhere this, and Then I'm going to add my shaker bits to the card base layer. Then we're going to add foam tape all the way around this frame. And then we're going to glue that onto or add it to the panel piece. And then we're going to add our balloons. So here I'm just cutting with my Spellbinders non-stick sticker scissors. By the way, you need some of those if you don't have any. And we're just going to go around the edge here and get this all wrapped in. Okay, so let's go back to talking about dreams and different things. We've got a lot to cover, but we only have 17 minutes in this video. So this video is going to be less card instruction and more discussing life and things. So, when I left Stampin' Up, my dream was to be able to work for some different companies that I have been following and purchasing from for a long time. There might be part of this, by the way, where I get a little choked up, but just stick with me. So on my list that I wrote down of companies that would be a dream to work for were Honeybee Stamps and Spellbinders, Picket Fence, and Concord and Ninth. There are many, 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 many more companies that I love and products that I love, but those were like, to me, the big goals. Like, I really want to achieve working for those companies in some fashion. So, I was at the gym, I was exercising, working out at the gym, and I got a text from my friend Kelly, and she said, check your email. And so I checked my email, and I log in and I check my email, and I have an email from Honeybee Stamps, who is hiring me as a guest designer. I literally teared up immediately, and through Kelly being so loving and kind with sharing things and having Picket Fence send me products that she had illustrated, Picket Fence has also said that I could guest design for them on occasion. And then the other thing that happened was Spellbinders. I'm now getting emails from Spellbinders to choose to use products, which also, if you haven't heard, Hero Arts has been acquired by Spellbinders. So that means that I'll also probably get to play with some Hero Arts products. Words cannot express the gratitude I have for the people in this industry. Sorry. Leaving Stampin' Up! Was really scary and hard, and we've talked about that before. I was terrified to leave because I had built my entire business around just using Stampin' Up! Product. I had built my whole persona around that, and leaving, I thought, there's no way. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. And when I say that, let me explain. My livelihood has been dependent on card making for over a decade. Okay. So I grew a huge online business with Stampin' Up! And I did well for a really long time. And after COVID, things just started to decline, and you can watch some of my other videos if you want a little bit more info on that, but we're not even going to go into all of those things because we're focusing on our dreams today. But bottom line is, I was left without very much joy. I didn't have much joy in doing what I was doing anymore, or the way I was doing it. And I was so drawn to so many of these companies' products that they were releasing. They just made me so happy, and I was using them, and then finally started using them on videos, and it just felt right. And so when I made the decision to leave Stampin' Up, it took me so long to make that decision, and it was not without a lot of discussion with my husband and what that could look like for us financially. And while my situation is not what it was with Stampin' Up. Financially, I feel like in the last few weeks, I've been given hope that I can actually make this work. And so I'm just over the moon. So what you're going to start seeing in some of my videos is you're going to see this little thing that will pop up at the top of the video that says includes paid promotion. If it says that, it means that it is a paid for sponsored video. It really doesn't affect you. It just means that the company is super awesome and they're paying me for my work. So that is incredible to me. Like, I just never, I can't, yeah. So when you see a video and it has that little thing pop up, you know that that company has paid me to create a video for them. Now, let me explain really quick that doesn't mean that I'm being forced to use product I don't love. Okay. First of all, I have yet to experience a Honeybee Stamps release that I don't love 98% of what gets released. I could probably say the same for Picket Fence and Spellbinders. So I just really love a lot of the products. Another one that I really love is Trinity Stamps. They are amazing as well. And let me just say, when I'm not naming a specific stamp company, I'm not trying to leave anybody out. I love Altenew. There's so many that I love. The list is vast and wide. Pink Fresh Studios. But there's, we're drawn to certain things for certain reasons. I don't know why. And in a year, I could be drawn to something else. I don't know. But right now, what I love about these companies is they're not forcing you to use product you don't like or making me say like, oh, I need you to promote this thing. It's more like, here's product, take your pick, you choose what you want to use and use it. So here I was just trying to decide which colors I wanted to use. Did I want to use white with black or did I want to use the blue? And you can see I settled on blue. Also, by the way, I totally created this with a blue color theme in honor of Kelly Taylor. Kelly always says blue is her boyfriend. And so that is what I focused on when I was creating this card. I was thinking of her and how even though maybe at some point I would have been able to have these opportunities come my way, she has certainly helped the situation, right? Like, she is a friend and she has definitely maybe let people know I exist, right? So with that, there is just an enormous amount of gratitude. I like, words just don't express the amount of gratitude. So anyway, back to what I was saying about, how all of this works. So yes, I still have like affiliate links and all of that in my videos. And I know there's lots of questions often. Actually, I often watch Jennifer McGuire's live videos, and there was this big long discussion about affiliate links and what they were and understanding how they work. And so basically it's like, if you watch my video, like you're watching this video and you go to the description of my YouTube or you go to my blog and you click on my links, I'm going to make a small commission off of anything you purchase right after you used my link. Now, let's say you watched my video, clicked on my link, and then you went and watched Jennifer McGuire's video and clicked on her links. Now Jennifer McGuire is going to get credit for those. Does that make sense? So it's like whoever's link you clicked on last, and it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know that that's how that works. Like, meaning I'm not telling you not to click on anybody else's. I'm just saying that is how that works. So it's whoever's you've clicked on recently. And then like with Amazon, theirs is if you click on one of my Amazon links and you use it, it's actually good for 24 hours if you don't click on anybody else's link. So say you clicked on mine, you bought something, and then, 2 or 3 hours later, you went and bought something else on Amazon, you would still be giving me credit, even if it's non-card making related. So I'm just explaining it to you. I'm not telling you to do that or not to do that or anything like that. I'm just telling you how it works. That is different than paid promotion. Paid promotion is when a company actually gives you a set amount of money to create for them, to be a content creator, which is, in my opinion, like the biggest compliment you can possibly get as a content creator, is when somebody says, I will pay you for your craft because I believe in you. So the two at this point that I have that are paid content providers is Pear Blossom Press and Honeybee Stamps. Now, that being said, I did not realize I needed to be clicking on this button to show that there was a paid promotion video until like 2 weeks ago. So, we're learning, people. We're learning together, aren't we? So here I'm just adding some extra sequins onto these hot air balloons to make them extra sparkly and cute because we like sparkles on all the things. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little life update, a little business update, tell you guys where I'm at. We finished this adorable shaker card together. Dreams do come true. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I'm just in absolute utter shock still that companies are working with me or I'm working for them. And I have you to thank for that because you watch my videos and you give me thumbs ups and you subscribe. And then I have some friends to thank. And then I'll give myself a little pat on the back for working hard too. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.